Hi everyone. So I just got this microphone. It's the Stage Right by Monoprice USB large condenser mic. I got it primarily to improve the audio quality when I give FaceTime or Zoom lessons. At least that's the hope. It's only $29.99. It has a USB output, so you don't need to fuss with XLR cables and an audio interface. You just plug it in and supposedly it works. But, if the audio quality is not a good improvement over the internal mic, or if it's not comparable to other more traditional mics that have an XLR connection, then frankly, I'm not that interested in it. So I wanted to put it through its paces, and I'll go ahead and share my results with you. So here we go. First, we'll compare the Monoprice microphone to the built-in microphone on my MacBook Pro, and then we'll compare it to two other condenser microphones, an Oktava MC012 small diaphragm condenser and an ADK A51 large diaphragm condenser, both great sounding XLR type microphones. The Monoprice mic has small LEDs that light up when it's getting power from your computer. Okay, so now I'm sitting right in front of my MacBook Pro, and this is what the internal microphone sounds like. And the Monoprice microphone is right here to the right, and this is what the Monoprice microphone sounds like. Once again, internal microphone and Monoprice microphone. Okay, now let's compare the internal microphone with the Monoprice microphone with a classical guitar. Alrighty, now I'm about 8 inches in front of both the Monoprice microphone and the ADK large diaphragm condenser microphone. Right now I'm speaking through the ADK large diaphragm condenser microphone, and now I'm speaking through the Monoprice large diaphragm condenser microphone. I'm about 8 inches away from the Monoprice microphone and about 8 inches away from the ADK microphone. One of the things I experimented with was applying an EQ to the Monoprice microphone to see if I could get it to sound closer to the ADK large diaphragm condenser microphone. And what I did is I used Isotope's ozone equalizer, which has a matching function where you feed it in a reference sound and then apply it to a target sound. So this is what it sounds like with matching applied. Right now I'm speaking through the ADK large diaphragm condenser microphone, and now I'm speaking through the Monoprice large diaphragm condenser microphone. I'm about 8 inches away from the Monoprice microphone and about 8 inches away from the ADK microphone. Now you can do the same thing by replicating this general EQ curve if you want. You'll notice that there's a big boost in the low frequency range, a little bit of a dip in the mids around 400 hertz, and then a big cut around 2.5 kilohertz, and then another big boost around 10K. So those are the main features of trying to get the Monoprice mic to sound more like a large diaphragm condenser. To me, the most notable thing is the bass boost and the 2.5K cut. All right, now I'm about 16 inches away from the Monoprice microphone and the ADK microphone. Let's hear what it sounds like with a classical guitar. Now let's hear what my classical guitar sounds like through the Oktava MC012 and the Monoprice USB condenser microphone. Here we go. So most of the time when I give lessons, it's on electric guitar. So let's hear what the Oktava MC012 and the Monoprice USB microphone sound like about 5 feet from my amp. Here we go. Alrighty, so after all that, what do I think of this microphone? I think it's great. Mostly because it's a huge upgrade over the internal microphone on your laptop, and it's really convenient since it just plugs in with a USB cable. Compared to other condenser microphones, both large diaphragm and small diaphragm, it doesn't quite sound as good, but if you know what you're doing with EQ, you can get it to sound pretty darn close. And what you need to do generally is boost the low end, take down some of the upper mids around 2.5K, and maybe boost the presence region above 8K. And then you can really improve the tonality of the microphone. Like I said, it's really convenient to not have to fuss with plugging it in with an XLR cable. I should say though that when I got this, the USB jack was not seated properly, so I couldn't plug in the cable all the way. And what happened is there was some play, so it was loose, so the microphone signal was cutting in and out, and I thought it was just completely broken and I was going to have to send it back. But I decided to take a shot at repairing it myself, and it wasn't that hard to do. So just in case you get a bum microphone like I did, what you do is you unscrew the windscreen, then there's 2 screws that hold down the circuit board. You take those out, and then there's a screw that secures the USB jack down here. I took off that screw and then reseated the jack and then put it all back together, and it worked perfectly, and then I did the demos that you heard today. And if you like this video, please subscribe, and also watch out for a video that I'm going to make next, which is walking you through how to dramatically improve music audio quality through streaming. So if you're doing FaceTime or Zoom lessons or Skype lessons, of course the first step is you need a better microphone. But particularly with Zoom, you can do a bunch of other settings that really enhance the sound of music and bypass some of the internal processing in Zoom. So I'll walk you through that next video. Hope you've enjoyed this. Bye-bye.